Welcome back, everybody, to the wonderful world of Subnautica, the Shocker update. Just me enjoying that very, very pretty sunset. I just love these sunsets. The orange, the red. Oh, just wish there was more clouds. I know doing weather would be complicated because you've got a whole ecosystem underwater to take care of, and trying to, this is what I'm looking for, to model accurate weather above the surface would also eat up cycles and just make the game needlessly complicated. But it would be neat if the weather changed, if clouds flew over that were more than just cosmetic per se, but you could actually get that, those wonderful sunset reflections you get off of clouds would just make that glorious thing even more pretty. And as the sun fades away to what we're going to just go ahead and call the west, it may not actually be the west, there's the east, and the world underwater becomes beautiful as can be. Now, there's the ship, so I want to avoid radiation, so I'm going to head this way and see if I can find some red grass forests, or I don't know if they're forests is the right word, but the grass area past this kelp area, kelp forest. That's why forest is in my brain, as I'm trying to not say kelp forest, but say kelp forest. All right. Anyway, there's a quartz, so who am I to say no to quartz? I don't have a ton of room in the inventory, but I got some. But it's not quite time to turn back. There is, however, an aggressive creature, which would not surprise me if it came looking for me. So I'm going to do this and scooch right up against the bottom of this. Try to figure out where he went. There he went. And those little glowy pods there. Oh, here we go. Sandstone, silver, and he found me. Goodbye, stalker. You have made me not very happy. And here comes his friend. And I can't keep up with him, so I've got to wait for him to turn around and come back and make a second run at me. And that's kind of why I wanted to avoid the kelp forest at night. I don't know if that was just me being a derp, or if that was a change of behavior when it comes to those stalkers. But I have noticed I've had more problems with them since the update than I did before. And that may mean nothing. It could just be that the way I've been playing has put me in a position where I'm more at risk, or I'm spending more night times out in the kelp forest. Hey, speaking of which, there's the red forest right there, or the red grasslands right there. So let's go to the surface and get better. There are plenty of dangerous things to worry about when we get to the grasslands. And there's that sunrise. That was a very short night. That was a 3-minute night in game of recording time, so that may be a little unusual, because I think days last longer than 3 minutes. But if the daytime's 3 minutes long as well, then it's not as big a deal. Or, you can, I guess you could model that by seasons and have it be varying lengths based upon the supposed season, and, winter days would last less time than summer days would, but I don't see them doing that. As interesting as that particular activity might be. And there's a silver we need. One more silver, we can make that advanced wiring kit. And, or not advanced wiring kit, the wiring kit. And we can then make our fragment analyzer and get some, get the sea moth learned, get the stasis rifle learned. Both of those would be nice to know, especially that stasis rifle. That's a handy thing. There is my silver. So what do I got here? Terraformer. Let's pick that up. We could learn that in a bit. Let's go ahead and grab some air. Now these little air things are kind of handy because you get free air. You don't have to drive all the way to the surface. I don't like being at the surface sometimes, especially when it's deep underneath me, because I can't really look down efficiently in this game, and so you get I get worried about being attacked from below, which probably isn't actually my biggest real concern. It's just what I get worried about the most. And so I like to use those. That was a titanium, which means that was a limestone, and I didn't even notice that it was a limestone until after I broke it and it said titanium. I was just so excited to see a rock there that I jumped right on it, regardless of type. And, you know, I don't have so much titanium and copper right now that I don't need titanium and copper, so I should not hide on it. There is a sand shark. Sand sharks are aggressive. They are mean. They are hard to hurt. Another silver. That's nice. Always nice to have an extra silver tin. But, sand sharks haven't bothered me too much.
Emergency. Severe dehydration detected. Seek fluid intake
There's
immediately.
stalkers there. I've got biter fish below me. Those little biters will follow you around and just keep chewing on you and chewing on you and chewing on you until you're dead. They're really quite annoying. Here's me swimming through the upper reaches of the kelp forest. With stalkers beneath, quite a few stalkers, I might add. And I'm not comfortable doing this. It's probably not all that dangerous, but it just, it's out of the comfort box for me, so. And I am swimming super slow. That's because I've got my knife out, but it almost seems like I don't have my swim fins on, but I do have my swim fins on, so we're just going to go ahead and take that now. I'm going to go ahead and drink some water now because it won't, that way, the Kelpie voice won't keep bugging me to drink, although in a cinch it's going to bug me to start eating. But I have 2 fish on me already, so I'm not terribly worried about getting to a point where I'm happy with my food. In fact, I think I might eat that Gary fish that's stuck in the fish tank. I keep holding out hope and that I'll find another hoop fish to stick in there so I have 2 of everything, because I'm a huge fan of symmetry and even numbers and a few other things that make my life an interesting place to be sometimes. It sure seems like I'm swimming slow, but I'm not. It just seems like that because I'm impatient. So, because I can, I'm going to take the little back entrance tunnel out here. I don't think I got enough quartz to really throw in a second threesome of panels. You know, I did get enough quartz to throw in a second threesome of panels. So let's do this. Let's take care of the food and water situations. Give me that Gary fish that's throwing off. There you go. The equality balance is there. And let's make our fish, which I believe is about 24. A keeper, which is about 32. So that'd be about 60 roughly. So the pufferfish at 17 should get me close to 100% full on food. So let's start at the peeper, 32. Hover is 23, so I was real close. There we go. I'm happy with that. Not a static, but I'm happy. Let's put away that fragment for the time. Actually, let's not put away the fragment. Let's get the other 2 fragments out, because I have what I need. Oh, and remember that you have to have this as well. Get this out now, get this out now, and we're probably going to need to make another water, because I'm going to just go ahead and drink this. So let's get the other bleach that was left out and go ahead and turn it into water while I'm busy doing things. Then we will worry about doing the solar panels, is the word I'm trying to pull out of thin air here. So there's my wiring kit. And now if I go out of the fabricator, not tab, and bring up my... That's weird, the fabricator didn't close, and it always worries me when it doesn't close like that, because I'm never sure if something's gone wrong. So let's go ahead and finish this up. So, I can put 4 items in there, and if you put 4 different items, it'll research, or not really research, it'll analyze the 4 fragments in series, and then it'll be done. I don't remember... I'm just going to put them in the order I want them. So I want the sea moth. Why did because I put control click instead of... So the little hum noise tells you it's working. So the stasis fragment I definitely want second, and then that terraformer I don't really need, but I'll take it. You know, it's just something I can sort of have in my hip pocket. It's not need. And as long as that fragment analyzer is making that noise, you know it's working. So let's put the batteries away. I'm going to, well, I forgot to make my bleach, but I'm going to need or I didn't forget to make bleach, I forgot to make water. I'm going to need a water to stick in the thing. So while we're thinking about it, let's get it done before I forget, because forgetting is inevitable. Now, having made a water, yeah, I'll carry it. So I forgot also to put these away. Those I do not believe will go bad sitting in my inventory, but they will just annoy me sitting in my inventory, so might as well put them away while I can, while I'm thinking about it. I want to keep the quartz because I'm going to go ahead and make things out of them. I will put the salt away, so I have 5 salt saved up, which is... I like to keep things in 6s, and the only reason I like to keep things in sets of 6 is because the storage locker and my inventory works on a 6-wide column. So if I do them in 6s, I can keep track of how much of things I have just by counting the columns. And that works out best for me. And I just put those titaniums the wrong way. I wanted 6 titanium and 6 quartz. We'll make 3 solar panels, which is what we're going to go do right now. So, these solar panels are obviously not going to fit right behind here. I wanted this little rock outcropping, a little upset that that corner there got eaten, and I can't get it back. But the solar panel issue, now if I put it this way, it's going to be facing the wrong way. And there is a spot there where it's green, so I know I can go back over here and put it in there. A good spot for one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put one out here, but let's give it a try. So there's all red, and I'm swimming down instead of... Let's go up. I want to swim that way, but it's kind of hard sometimes to make it go exactly where you want it to. And I just realized something. If I look at my hallway, I'm going to have a window right here. I don't really want a solar panel in front of my window, do I? No, I think I'd rather put them out here on the side where they're kind of out of sight. Because, you know, kooky is as kooky does, and I got enough kooky for quite a few people, so let's just put them here. Now, what I could do, assuming these are not grossly out of... they are kind of out of line. I could have put a row of them here, but I'm just going to stick with 6 of them. I think 300 power is going to be plenty. And the process of putting in just those few things used up almost all of my oxygen. So it's still humming away happily. It'll pop up a message when I finish doing my CMOD. But what I need to know ahead of time is... I don't need to CMOD from there. I need to, and I need to quit hitting the wrong button. That's what I need to do. I need to go over here and look at my deployables, and I need to start planning on a mobile vehicle bay. So a mobile vehicle bay is going to require a power cell, which takes 2 batteries, I believe, the lubricant, which I can run out and grab the things, and a titanium ingot. And if I recall the 3rd maybe episode when I had the base made, I believe I made an ingot. No, I didn't. That was probably the 3rd or 4th episode on the Subnautica crashed when I tried to end the episode, and I lost it because I couldn't recreate, or I didn't have a save game, so I couldn't go back to that. So I just ended up re-recording the 3rd episode 4 times, because that happened several times on me, and it got quite annoying. I changed my hotkey for starting recording, and hoping that will be the only change that's required, and I need to, see, when I get a stasis gun, I can come over there, tickle that, swim backwards, have it follow me out, and as long as I swim backwards fast enough, especially with those glide swim fins, I can go backwards, and that thing will come out at me. I hit it with the stasis gun, it gets stuck in space, and then I can, this answers my question, as I continue digging holes in it. I did not come pick up this titanium. Hi, Gary. How you doing?
New technology acquired.
There we go. So, unlocked CMOD blueprint. So, the CMOD blueprint will be on that mobile vehicle platform. I can't remember the actual name now. Mobile vehicle? Bay, maybe? Anyway, that thing, I will bring that up. It'll float up to the surface when I release it. And it'll just sort of stay floating on the surface. You climb up on it, you click the little menu on it, like a fabricator, and then it'll make it, the little robots that are on it fly off. It'll create your vehicle in space. It's kind of cute, and then it'll drop it in the water, and then I will be able to get around. Then we're going to start working on the moon pool, because the moon pool is the next most important thing. So I said I needed lubricant. What did I just go out for? I don't know what I was doing out there. I wasn't even thinking. I just grabbed this titanium off the ground and lost my brain. No, speaking of which, I got enough titanium on me from that little cache of titanium to make an ingot. I'm going to need an ingot. Might as well make it. There we go. Ingot made. So, get off of the fabricator. I've got an ingot. I have a couple titanium left over, which I can throw over here. Now, if I hadn't happened to run into my titanium sitting on top of that hill from where I had dropped it earlier, all I would have had to do was pick up a couple of scrap metals, bring them to the machine, turn them in, and everything's cool. So that wasn't a huge issue. Now I've got 2 quartz, which will make 1 glass. I wanted to make 2 more windows, which means 3 more glass, which means I need 6 more quartz. And I'm guessing the area around my base has been quartzed out pretty heavily because I've been picking them up every time I see them. Game, you're welcome to prove me wrong. I'm not, saying you were the incapable of making more quartz, but you're not taking much of it. So, and speaking of quartz, there's one right there. Let's grab it. 1 down, 5 to go. There's the gasopod, by the way. I looked up what the name of those things were. It's not a very good name in my estimation, but it is the name that the wiki's using. It may be the name that the actual creators have used, so more power to it. Go gasopod. I hate the dig sand thing. I don't know what the dig sand thing is useful for. There may be a purpose. In older versions, I think you had to dig up sand to make silicon, which makes sense because sand and silicon are strongly related, but volcanic, well, I'm not saying this is volcanic sand, but if you find volcanic sand in the ocean, your first thought's probably not going to be melted down and make silicon out of it. But I could see where they'd make that, your first instinct is not going to be to grab 2 quartz and turn it into silicon either, so you do what you got to do to get by, I guess. And gasopod, I don't want you releasing a bunch of those little acid balls. The number of stalker in this area is starting to annoy me, just because I'm constantly having to dodge a little bunch of sand and another silver. I'll take it. Hello. All right, so that hurt, and it took me by surprise. And my base is back this way, which is hopefully not the way that the stalker flew off when it was in.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And regardless of previous plans, I've got to find the surface. Where's that gasopod? The gasopod's over there. I thought I saw the stalker swim into this tube, and I did. I was going to swim back through that tube to my house to avoid the gasopod and to avoid any stalkers, because I didn't think they'd use that, but I really have to go home immediately. I just need to use up my health kit. So what I do need to do is quit swimming towards the bloodstream. There's radiation out there, and until I get off my fanny and make a lead suit, an anti-radiation suit that will turn off the radiation, that area is going to be pretty much no-go. So I've gotten my fragment analyzer running. I've got my CMOth recipe has been learned. I have only got 2 quartz, as I recall. Yeah, I've only managed to find 2 quartz in my travels there. The longer I think about it, the more I'm thinking I built my house in kind of a bad area.
New technology created.
Terraformer starting, but you just Oh, even though I put the terraformer in third, it learned it second. Well, that's too bad. I was really hoping for that stasis rifle to be the second thing I learned, because that's the second thing I need. I was hoping it would learn them in the order I put them in. Or that it would, when it fills, that it would fill in the order that it pulls them out to learn them. But that is not the case, apparently, and I'll just have to live with it.
Welcome aboard,
Stasis
Captain.
rifle's coming soon. That stasis rifle could have been handy. I don't really like killing off things here, especially since the more things I slash with my knife, the sooner my knife wears out. But the knife's replaceable, and I'm not. So I'm going to start going a little hard on those stalkers. I can clear out a little bit of breathing room here without constantly being under threat. And I'm glad I made as many of those health kits as I did, because I've already got the last one in my inventory. But this means I need to go get more coral and more salt and more everything and start that whole process over again, because I'm going to need it. So we'll make 3. You know what? Heck with it. We'll just make all 5. Now I have, I believe, 6 coral in here, or 5 coral. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 corals. Perfect. Let's make the 5 bleach, and then we'll go get bird or creep vine. And while we're out getting creep vine, we will also get 2 creep vine pods, I believe, or seed pods, and turn those into a lubricant, which I'm going to need for that mobile vehicle bay. Because I'm going to need the mobile vehicle bay to make my sea moth, and then when I have the sea moth, everything will be dandy. Because, you know, that's just the way things go. So apparently I picked up scrap metal somewhere, so let's break that down. And the nice thing is I got tons of power now, so I probably won't need any more power. I do like looking through my fish tank at the ocean out the window. I think that's kind of a cool thing. But that's me. Your mileage may vary. How many health kits do I want to make? 3? And then 2 waters? Alrighty then. Give me, I'm yawning on camera. It's just very bad manners. As my mom would point out. I'm being a very naughty boy by yawning in your ears on YouTube. Next thing I need to work on is a way to upload these videos quicker, because currently it takes quite a lot of time for me to upload each video. And I get worried when it takes long like that, because I can't sit and babysit it. Anytime something is happening unbabysat, I just feel as though there's a chance that it may not work out. I don't really need that stalker tooth, but what the heck, I'm out, I might as well grab it. What I don't need is to run into a stalker right now, because they're eating me alive. Now I came out to get creep vine samples. I got distracted by being me. So where's the house? There's the house. I'm a good distance away from the house, so I don't mind if I use up creep vines that aren't near the house. I like to have them close by so that I can get them quickly if I need to make a health kit, or you know, if I'm hurting. I want to have creep vines close to the house. So there's my 6 creep vine samples. Now those are going to start going bad very quickly, and you can, if you notice, you can eat those, and they're not a good way to eat, but you can get by on them. So in an emergency, maybe one of these times I will pick that and use that for my food source. Now these seed pods are going to put me out here in harm's way a little bit, but these seed pods are just harvested with the left click method, so you don't actually have to beat them up or cut them off or anything. I do have a thing for farming out a vine when I do it. I don't know why I do that when I do it, but I do
Emergency.
do that when I do that.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Up to the surface, sweetheart. Up to the surface. And we're good. Oh, look at that beautiful sunrise. I like that. Anyway, I just realized time is dragging out here, so let's get our Fanny back to the base. I will save in a nice safe spot for a change instead of floating in the middle of the ocean. And then we can call it an episode. And everybody will be happy. Well, maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Please leave comments if you want to see specific things, or
acquired.
hate my delivery. can't really change my delivery, but feel free to vent if you feel the need. Feel free to troll if you feel the need. I'm just going to ignore it, so do whatever you got to do. And if anybody's, openly abusive, then we'll just get rid of them, because we don't need that around here. I got enough troubles, just being me. Health kits are down here. Let's make a health kit. Hoorah. 2 and 3, I believe is all I got the parts for. So now we go up here, and the yellow lubricant is lit up. I'm going to go ahead and make as many of those little seed pods as I got into lubricants now, because there's really nothing saved by leaving those as seed pods. I don't think there's anything else that seed pods are used for. And as lubricants, they'll take up half as much space, because they won't be lubricant, or they won't be, it takes 2 seed pods to make 1 lubricant, so clearly if I turn them into lubricants, they're going to be smaller. Let's put the health kits away. It's almost time to start worrying about our food and water, I just realized, which is inconvenient but not unheard of. So we've got valuables, go there. The quartz that I got, very lonely, boring quartz there. Get some titanium, put it over here. So now I've got 2 full rows of titanium. I feel a little better. If I want to go make something now, I feel as though I can, because I have a little bit of titanium stored up. When I have no titanium, I just kind of feel naked. I have another tooth that should be in the organics. Up to 5 teeth now, so I think 1 more tooth would, I like to have rows of things, so 1 more row. I am going to take these 2 extra table corals that you see there. I'm going to turn those into a computer chip, because you go through a lot of computer chips. I just, well, you know what? We have a silver now, don't we? We have a couple, yeah. Let's go ahead and just grab the silver, grab that 1 quartz back, grab those 2 table corals, and then I'll have a computer chip sitting. I like having finished computer chips and wiring kits and things hanging around, because it's nice to have those when you need them and not have to sit and make them. And if you've got them already made, all you got to do is just go grab it and say, here we go, I can make this now. And when I get that moon pool made, it's going to allow me to put the CMOD modification piece in. And that has several recipes that need to be made, and there's quite a few. To make 1 of everything, which I tend to do even though I don't need 1 of everything, to make 1 of everything eats up a lot of mats, and I like to just kind of pre-make those if I have, or try to get all of everything made so I can just stick it in a locker there on the CMOD thing, and if I need to change components on the CMOD, all I have to do is just walk to the locker, grab what I want, throw it on the CMOD, instead of having to run back to base, figure out what I want, and then put it on there. And in fact, I will put a locker on the CMOD, and I will put the things I most frequently use on the CMOD itself, so that when I need to change it, or I want to change it, I can just go bang and it's done. So, let's double check that inventory. I need to make some water. I need to drink some water and get some more fish, but we'll do that next time. I have the titanium ingot. I have let's go ahead and keep a lubricant on me. And what else was required for the vehicle station? A Sea Glide became available. I don't know what unlocked that, but a Sea Glide converts torque into thrust underwater via propeller. Which basically means it turns a propeller and you go forward. It's a speed device. It's handy. It's very handy, but it eats up 4 spots in my inventory like a air tank would do, and it is a choice at some point. You have to decide between having the space or having the Sea Glide. And I believe I'm just going to go straight with the CMOD, but maybe we'll make a Sea Glide as well, just to say we did. Mobile vehicle bay, I need a power cell, which means I need 2 batteries and a silicon. Well, darn me, I know I'm running long here, but you'll forgive me for coughing in your ear, but I couldn't get the microphone muted quick enough there. There's a silicon, and there are 2 batteries. And what the heck? Let's go ahead and make our deployable. We need to make a power cell first. That's why it didn't immediately come up green. There's our power cell. And if we go down, there's our mobile vehicle bay. So next time we can pop that, go up to the surface, and find out what we're going to need to make a CMOD. And I think that makes an excellent place to call this a day. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you again soon. Thanks so much for watching.